works out for the Colts.
It doesn't look good. I mean, I'm a sucker for all those old boxers that go back and fight again. But I remember like watching Tyson versus, what was it, Jake Paul?
Oh, gosh. That was really,
It's not that far off.
Ali and
what
Larry
this,
Holmes.
what this could be. Yeah, I watch them all, and then after I watch the fight, I'm like, ooh, why did I watch that? I wish I just kept the memory that I had of the fighter that used to be there. Now, look, I'm cheering for it to work. It has a very Disney Christmassy feel to it. We could.
You know what most of those Disney Christmas stories have in common? They're make-believe.
Yeah, and that's kind of how this. That's kind of how you're gonna have to hope it works out. This is got to be like that Hallmark Christmas movie where somehow he throws 3 touchdowns without getting killed.
It's just called Miracle Wilds.
I'm going to be optimistic.
Wilds is being an idiot.
I'm going to be optimistic and say this. Because you can't help but pull for him with his, as, you know, happy and excited as he is. I mean, it looks great. Coach, and I'm not predicting this. I'm just saying, is it on the board that he could have 1 or 2 good games?
Love it.
Now, he couldn't have a run.
Love it.
But could he go? We seen Joe Flacco, and I get it. Flacco's been playing. But I'm just saying, am I totally writing off the possibility that he might have 1 or 2? He's got a great running back. He's got good receivers. I am saying it's possible that he plays a good game or 2. And I'm telling you which 2 games they have a shot at.
It has to be
Seattle is going to be tough. San Francisco,
He's got to
get through that game. Right, he got to survive it. San Francisco and Jacksonville are the games that he has to win.
Go.
Houston and Seattle are ones.
So here's the graphic I want your response to. Seahawks, because you're very down on the 44-year-old retired quarterback playing against
this team.
Defenses, #1 in pressures and 41 sacks.
I don't think I'd play him.
Listen, I'm going to say something
next week.
that is, Brew, he's might, that I think is, I don't know if it's socially acceptable or not, what I'm about to say, but I know it's fair, and I know I'm right, and I'll take the arrows.
Edit this out of social.
No, leave it. When it comes to pro athletes, I think a little what would be called in today's parlance body shaming is always okay. You sign up for it. You use your body for your job. So I do that with quarterbacks a lot. I'm a heightist when it comes to quarterbacks. I am we got in a whole war, me and Coach, about Jaden Daniels and whether or not he's too frail. And I don't know if you guys have got any reports from the front on that war, but one side is winning decidedly. And when I look at the picture behind Kevin Wildes of Phillip Rivers' face the last time he played pro football.
And he was old then.
He was old then, and then I see the face of the man we just saw. I'm like, you know what? Looks like a retired rich guy enjoying himself, and he deserves it. It's not the same picture. And then you add to it that he's going to be chased by guys who have been playing football, and it's one of the better teams and better defenses. And oh yeah, it's outdoors in Seattle in that environment. I don't like this at all. And it's not because, do the Bruce thing, I love it. It's because I just don't like it. It's worrisome.
All right, I'm completely on board with this. Are you kidding me? I absolutely love the concept. Here's what we're poised to discover in a very tangible way. The sheer magnitude of the gulf between elite quarterback performance and subpar quarterback play. We're about to see just how vast that distance truly is. Consider this scenario. If Phillip Rivers, at this stage of his life, legitimately represents your best available option, and he can still achieve a measure of success, and he proves superior to plugging in a 25 or 26-year-old, let's say a random rookie, or a quarterback on the tier of a Spencer Rattler, or an Aiden O'Connell, whether in their rookie season or a few years into their careers, that tells a profound story. If the calculus leads you to conclude, you know what, I genuinely like our odds significantly more with a seasoned veteran like Phillip Rivers, it underscores a crucial point. The reasoning is clear. With Rivers, you have a known entity. You can craft a more effective, precise game plan. The focus shifts to game management rather than fundamental teaching. Mistakes are inherently minimized. You implement a concrete, structured offensive approach. Furthermore, a player of his caliber possesses a unique trait. He can step away from the game for an extended period, bypassing the daily grind of practices and drills to stay sharp. Yet his foundational floor, the baseline of his ability, remains higher than those other options. This isn't about being in football shape, it's about a lifetime of accrued skill, innate talent, and football IQ. Whether he's physically primed or not is almost secondary. His minimum level of competence, derived from decades of work and natural gift, simply outstrips the ceiling of many younger, less gifted players. There's a compelling argument to be made here, especially if you could theoretically remove the risk of injury, which of course you cannot. Imagine inserting Tom Brady into this situation with the assurance he wouldn't take a hit. It would be akin to a glorified practice session. Behind an impeccable offensive line, what could he do? He could almost certainly still excel. I don't envision him suddenly missing a plethora of throws he's made his entire career. The primary differentiators for these aging legends are mobility and durability, the capacity to absorb contact. This is an aspect often overlooked. When a 36-year-old Matthew Stafford takes a punishing hit in the first quarter, he's far more likely to feel its lingering effects in the subsequent quarters than he would have a decade ago. For a quarterback like Philip Rivers, it doesn't require a massive blow. Any significant contact will be felt. His body simply doesn't recover like it used to. Yet, the reality remains, these individuals are athletic freaks. They operate on a different plane. If anyone can defy conventional aging curves and pull off a feat like this, it's players of this extraordinary ilk, the Philip Rivers, Tom Brady's, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen's of the world. I'm not equating their accomplishments or skill sets. I'm highlighting that they belong to a rare category of performers who are fundamentally different. Their inherent talent provides a massive reservoir to draw from as they age. When physical attributes inevitably decline, they have this deep well of skill and understanding to compensate. It's like having a vehicle with a leaky fuel tank, but an engine so efficient and a fuel source so potent that it can still travel a great distance. Many other quarterbacks simply lack that reserve. Their tank might be full, but the fuel is of a lower grade and the engine less refined. This experiment will reveal precisely how much fuel Philip Rivers has left in that unique reservoir. It will illuminate the stark, sometimes brutal contrast in pure talent levels across professional football. Consider the landscape. There are numerous quarterbacks across the league, second, third, fourth stringers, practice squad players, or guys who bounced around other leagues. You might have a 25-year-old in his physical prime who has been grinding through drills, playing in the CFL or the UFL, or whatever spring league is operational. He's stayed active and ready. But he is demonstrably not an NFL-caliber quarterback. The fascinating proposition is that a retired 40-something-year-old former NFL star might still be unequivocally better than that player. That's the dichotomy I find utterly compelling. It reminds me of a common phenomenon in basketball, which serves as a clearer analog. You'll see retired NBA players, guys who were never considered all-time legends, just solid professionals, show up in pro-am or high-level recreational games. They're older, out of shape, and can't move like they used to. Yet, they absolutely dominate men in their 20s and 30s who are in their athletic prime. I've experienced this firsthand. Years ago, I played in a local recreational league, a real old man's league, just for fun. I was there to stay active, not take it too seriously. Some of the other players were dads of friends, men significantly older than me. And I was stunned. Yes, they were slower, but some of them could still shoot the ball at an elite level. A 6'4" frame is still hard to defend, even if it's lost a step. Give them space at the top of the key, and they'd drain shots with a high degree of accuracy. However, the flip side was equally instructive. The physical disparity was glaring. If I decided to play with even 50% of my physicality, a moderately aggressive box out, a hard cut, their bodies couldn't handle it. I had to consciously dial back my intensity because it wasn't worth the risk of injury to them. I realized that if I truly wanted to, I could physically overwhelm them through sheer athleticism and wear them down in short order. Their skill kept them competitive and even dangerous in a controlled, non-physical setting, but their physical capacity to withstand the grind was entirely separate. That's the precise intersection where Philip Rivers now finds himself. His skill, intellect, and passing ability, the product of a Hall of Fame caliber career, might still reside at an NFL level. But his body's ability to endure the relentless physical punishment of a modern NFL game, to take hits from 270-pound linebackers, is the monumental unknown. This storyline brilliantly juxtaposes those two elements, enduring skill versus diminishing physical resilience. It's a captivating narrative, and I'm fully invested in seeing it play out. We are about to get a masterclass in the hierarchy of quarterback talent and what truly separates the all-time greats, even in their twilight, from the rest of the football world. Those are my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What's your take on Philip Rivers suiting up for the Indianapolis Colts in an attempt to topple the Seattle Seahawks? Do you believe his veteran savvy can overcome the physical challenges? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, whether you agree or disagree. Let's get some discussions going, engage in some lively debates, but ultimately, let's just enjoy the spectacle. Please consider subscribing. We're building a fantastic community here, and I'd love for you to be part of it. We're creating a space for genuine connection and shared passion for the game. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It genuinely helps with visibility. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.